And everything. Woohoo. Got this pack of crackers. I love them. Those are the off-brand Ritz. They're the bomb. They're buttery. And then we got the classic saltines. These were the wonderful things. Or just on an empty stomach when your belly don't feel good like mine. Don't 95% of the time. And then these. The little club crackers. They're butter smoother. Is what it's called. It's just a store brand. Ah! I'm so excited for food. And then these. I ain't never made these, so wish me luck. Hopefully I don't screw it up. But I did make me some chicken. I gotta wash it. I made me some chicken and tater tots. You got me chicken, tater tots, and french fries. I'm gonna make myself sick eating this. I love this stuff. I'm gonna try to order me, see if I can try to order me when I do my order a week or so, enough chicken stuff to do me all month. I don't know if that's even possible as much as I eat of that, but if I can't put it for 10 minutes in the air fryer, and my air fryer, I love it. I use it every day. I do wish it was a tad bit bigger, but it is what it is. I'm grateful for it. I don't need a super huge one because there's only one person here, and it's probably the right size for me. I don't know what I'd do if it was bigger because I don't have the space for it. But anyway, hey. I cook everything in there or the microwave. Microwave needs to be cleaned out. But I didn't know that Walmart would bring it out here. And that's a good thing to know. Now I can order from Whirly World. My back's still backing. My hand don't look bad. It still hurts, but it was just a warning bite. She was telling me to leave her alone. And that dog's name wasn't generally, it was James. Jerry Lee. She acted like Jerry Lee this morning because I was trying to give her a damn bath, so she gave me a little nip to tell me to quit messing with her. So if you hadn't followed the story, about 16 months ago, a couple years ago, I bred some Dalmatian puppies, one of my Dalmatians. I rehomed all of them. I done my due diligence and made sure everybody went to a good home. The woman that got her cleared all the checks. She was super, super nice. Never thought anything about it. Thought that she'd be the perfect pair for her. Flash forward to the dog was a little over a year and a half old. She contacts me and says she wants to return it, that it's not working out, that she didn't realize Dalmatians was going to be a big breed. They're not a big breed, they're a medium-sized dog. They get about 65 to 85 pounds, a female does. Not a big breed. Big breeds are Great Danes and Great Pyrenees and Mastiffs. Those are big breeds. And certain bulldog breeds, which is a Mastiff too. But anyway, they're not big breeds, they're medium breeds. And I said, okay. I didn't want her to know where I lived. So I'm like, I'll meet you at the store, because that's kind of weird. When I pulled into that store, that dog tried to eat my ass up. I wanted to tell her, nope, you can take it back with her. She said, if you don't take it, I'm going to take it to the Coleman Animal Shelter and let them do whatever they want to it. Because I don't want it. So, I had her put a muzzle on her. We got her in my car, and when I got here, I could not get her in the house. I had to call this lady to come and bring this dog in and put it in a kennel in my house. And I thought, well, after it digressed for a few hours, it would get to where I could handle it and take care of it and all that. Nope. So I contacted a vet, a trainer. I got her on some calm down pills, trazodone, and she would try to tear the kennel door off and get to me. So I had to get a big playpen and put it in here in my kitchen, and very carefully open her kennel doors, roll it up there and open it and let her out in the big area in there to use the toilet. And she would just bark, trying to tear out that pen at me every time I'd go by her. So the trainer told me to hand feed her. That she didn't get to eat unless she let me pet her and she calmed down, to hand feed her. And he said if she tries to bite you through the wire, just walk away. He said dogs can go 2 or 3 days without food. It's not going to kill her. Excuse me, unalive her. That's what you do. So that's what I done, and I got her to calm down. It did take me probably about 2 weeks. She did eat. She didn't lose a lot of weight. I wasn't being cruel to her. I was trying to help her. I'm just telling you a story about how I got my reactive dog. That's all it is. She was technically one of mine. Technically, I have her parents. But anyway, so I still can't really put my hands on her. And after she kind of gets used to me a little bit, where she's not trying to bite me all up and down myself, I can't get the muzzle on her no more because she snaps at me. And she don't growl. She's reactive. She don't growl. She has mannerisms, as I like to call them. Different movements that she makes with her head, her eyes, and her body right before she's going to bite, that you have to watch for. Her little telltale signs. And no, she's not insecure. She is a reactive. Very, very, very reactive. And there's a little bit of fear aggression mixed in there. And that is the worst thing in the world, having a dog, fear aggression. So I actually confronted this lady and I said, what the hell did you do to this damn dog? She was the sweetest puppy in the world when you got her. She was well, what is that called? Socialized. I did all this stuff with her to make sure she was a very, rounded dog for somebody. She was at least 4 months old before I found her a home. I said, what the hell did you do to it to make it like that? She said, well, I don't want to get anybody in trouble, but we were beating it because it was barking at people when they come over to the house, and it wouldn't shut up. I said, you did what? I said, that, are you crazy? Why would you do that? Well, it wouldn't shut up, and it was getting on my nerves. And to tell you the truth, the reason why I brought it back wasn't because it was a big dog. It's because that it attacked me 2 or 3 times and bit me. I said, and you brought it back to me. You not know that you can be liable for that? I said, I don't know what I'm going to do. My vet's suggesting to me to have her euthanized, that she's too far gone to even save. That her aggression is, and her reactiveness is so bad that she can't be saved. No, you're not going to do that. That's my dog. I'm going to come back and get it. And this was 2 weeks after this lady dropped it off. I said, no, ma'am. You returned it. It is no longer your animal. It is my animal. It's been at my house for 2 weeks. You're not coming back to get it, especially since you abused it. So you can just stay wherever you're at. So I decided to try to work with the dog a little bit more, and everybody told me to have her put to sleep. She's going to end up hurting me really, really bad. And I thought about it. I don't have any kids here. I can work with her to see if I can get her to come out of it. I'm not ready to give up on her. She's a very, very young dog. So, started doing training with the trainer, talking to the dog psychologist, and giving her medication to calm her down every day. I'm almost out of her medication. I'm going to have to reorder it when I get my check again. I order it from Dutch Animal. So, anyway, I work with her, and I get her where I can touch her. Can't put a leash on her. But I can touch her and take care of her. So I decided to move her in here in a bedroom by herself because she's very, very dog reactive too. They've never socialized her with other animals. She doesn't know how to interact. And one day when I was letting her out into the pen to use the toilet in here in the kitchen, she's a Dalmatian. She is a 85-pound Dalmatian. Big enough to hurt you. Bad. So one day when I was letting her out in here, she jumped the fence and got a hold to Carolina. Y'all seen Carolina, the little bitty sweetheart dog. She's the sweetest thing in the world. Got a hold of her and she was screaming and I hollered, "No!" And I didn't care if that dog bit me all over it. I tackled that dang thing and got my little dog out of her mouth and wrestled her back in the channel. I didn't care if she bit me. I could go to the hospital. My little dog might not make it. So I decided to put her in her own room after that. And so she has her own bedroom now. I got to go in there and clean it real good, deep clean it and get rid of some. I had a couple of things sitting in there because I don't really use that room. So I'm going to get all that out of there and throw it away where she can have more space. And I'm still working with her. This morning I decided to forgo all my training and just go ahead and do a makeshift bath on her because she needs one. And like I said, I can't get a muzzle on her. She snaps at me every time I try to. And you can hear it crunching together. I'm usually very quick, but this pregnancy brain shit that I've been having, I'm not pregnant, but the symptoms I have. I was kind of really scatterbrained this morning, and I wasn't paying attention like I normally do to her signs. How she tilts her head, and she holds her body real still, and she puts her ears back, and she doesn't make eye contact with you right before she bites. She don't growl. That's all she does. And I didn't give her meds this morning. I should give her meds and let them work on her and get her a little bit calmer. She's not calm. She's still really reactive even with meds. And then went in there and tried to do it. But she decided she didn't like it, so she bit me. And I have worked with her for the last 18 months, but this morning at about 5 o'clock got me to thinking, I want to keep on doing this. And I really do, because I love the dog, and I'm able to pet her, and we play now, and I never thought that was possible. But at the same time, I don't know what to do anymore. My plan for her was to fix her. She's reactive. Was to fix her a big enclosure outside. Just skint the hide off of me. Didn't break the skin. But it hurt like a bitch. She busted my blood vein on the top of my hand. That big old vein right there. It was just a little bite to tell me to stop, that she didn't like it. The next one would have been a lot worse. So, since she wants to act like Hooch and Jerry Lee, I'm planning on getting her a new kennel with wheels on it. The one she's in now don't have wheels on it. And I'm going to lock her in it really good. And I'm going to roll her down the freaking back ramp very slowly. And I'm going to turn on the water hose and I'm going to give her a good ass bath. Scrub her ass down. An 85-pound Dalmatian had me jumpy this morning trying to let the other ones out. Which, her daddy weighs 120 pounds. Think what kind of damage he could do if he was reactive like that. If I'd have been an idiot when I raised him and made him reactive. Her daddy's house broke, and he sleeps in the bed with me. He's bobtail too. He lost his tail in an accident. He's big as old. Purdy. Oh, thank you. Purdy. I could do anything to her. Stick my hand in her mouth, pull her cheeks, ride around on her back if I was small enough. She wouldn't never do nothing. Pongo wouldn't either. I've had to ride on Pongo's back, so we're cool. Thank y'all for the gift. Her, I think the best thing to do is to treat Dottie like she's a wild, unpredictable animal, because she is. And fix her a wild animal enclosure outside, like I planned on, inside this building that I'm fixing for my dogs. And I've been sneezing here lately. This dang pollen's going to end me. Stick her out there and just treat her like a wolf. Be very cautious and limit my contact with her. She likes stuffies. She likes stuffed animals. She likes to pull the stuffings out of them. She could put Doc stuffing in business, I tell you. I gave her a little lamb. Y'all sent my little dog some toys, so I brought her a little lamb in there. And she ripped it apart this morning. I do let her out and play with her and stuff, but I know the rules with her. You don't touch her. You take you some treats in there, and that's how I get her to go back in her kennel. I've got her trained where she goes in her kennel and sits down, and I give her a treat. You don't touch her other than the top of her head, and I know that. And I broke the rules, and I paid the consequences. And I was so mad at myself for allowing that to happen, to do that, because I know. My plan was always to put her outside. I plan on having my kids here, and she will not be in the house with my kids. Period. It won't happen. She is way too damn dangerous. She is an accident waiting to happen, and we ain't dumbasses around here like some people that think that she's just misunderstood and scared. She is reactive. And when I say we, I guess I've got a mouse in my pocket, because I keep on saying we. I ain't stupid enough to think that she just misunderstood. I ain't gonna do that. Ain't gonna happen, so that's my plan for her. She's going outside. She'll like it better out there. It's just impossible for me to have her inside, and everybody's like, that's cruel, I just euthanize her. That's cruel. She can't help the way she is. Somebody made her like that. She wasn't that kind of dog when she left my home, when she was a puppy. And I'm not going to end her life because she's a little bit screwed up, like 95% of the other dogs in America. But she will be fixed where she can't get out. Having her spayed might help her a little bit too. She's not spayed. I've been dreading on having that done because she's so reactive and I'm scared somebody's going to get bit. There are people too that screwed up out here in the world. We don't do that. But they're animals. The people's one done it to her. I'm scared to have her spayed. She's very reactive. I've been trying to figure out how to take her to the vet. I tried to get a prescription for rabies shots, and that's the hardest thing in the world to get. You can get a prescription for it from the vet and do it at home. And hers expired like 3 weeks ago, and I've been dreading on taking her because she's so damn reactive, and I can't get a muzzle on her. And even partially sedated, she's really reactive. So we'll see. I'm trying to talk to my vet, and they're like, we're used to dogs like that. Not like this. You ain't never seen them. This is the worst dog that I've ever seen that is reactive. The worst one. And I've had dogs all my life, and I've been around reactive dogs all my life. And I've never seen one that bad. And just like the vet said, people make them. They're not born like that. It's not genetic. It is all about people. Irresponsible dog owners get dogs and they don't socialize them. And they don't do their training. And I was thinking about it. I must be one of the best people with dogs because who else could get that dog where you can handle it? I can actually put a leash on them. Very carefully, but I can. I can't put a muzzle on her because I can't get that close. I've been watching videos though. And if I have to, I will go on Amazon and I will purchase. I'm not answering that question, but anyway. I don't answer that question. Because I've answered it in the past and people kind of hateful to me, so I just don't. But I was thinking about going on Amazon and getting one of those. I don't know what they're called. They're the poles, the control poles. And if I could take that to the vet with me, I could flip that on her and we could have control over her. She couldn't wheel around on us. And I could hold her, catch fold, that's what. And they could put a shot in her ass. And then we could put her back up safely. And I may fix it where I could just take her in and drop her off and let them spay her and see if that'll calm her down. I'm going to tell them they'll have to keep a muzzle on her after they get her out of surgery. And it might be best for her to pick her up as soon as she's out of surgery and bring her back home instead of waiting like 24 hours like some vets do. Or she just go ahead and put her back in her kennel and let me just come over and get her. And let me just come over and get her. She is not friendly, y'all. Everybody else in this world is too damn selfish already. And they made her and when it's inconvenient for people. That's why there's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dogs in the shelter, because they was inconvenient and somebody thought about themselves. They make a dog and then they dump it. I think this is done. I'm gonna turn this chicken back on for a few minutes. On the other side, because it's fat chicken. No, I can't save them all. But I can save the ones I own. Tater tots and Tyson chicken tenders. I can't save them all, and I know that. That's why I don't work at the animal shelter, because my house would have 45 dogs in it. Hey, 45 dogs. I bring them home in my car, in my trunk. Everyone I tried to euthanize would be right here at my house, and that's why I don't volunteer at places. At places like that. So, Dottie is not my only reactive dog. I have other reactive dogs that are not as severe as Dottie. The most severe one that I own besides Dottie, it's Anna. She's not like that with me, because I've had her since she's an itty bitty bitty baby. She's just reactive. I did not socialize her. She was only like the third dog that I ever got in that time period, so I didn't know too. She was 4 weeks old when I got her. And I didn't socialize her because I didn't have a vehicle and I couldn't really go anywhere. So she became reactive to other people. And she don't like them. My gums are sore. That's odd. She's fine with the kids and she's fine with me. She's not as bad as Dottie. But she hates anybody else in the house. She freaks out. She bit my ex, but he was screaming and acting crazy. So he did deserve it. That's the worst thing in the world to do around a damn reactive dog. I said, you scared her. If you hadn't scared her and tried to grab her, she wouldn't have bit you. Can't do a reactive dog like that. She was afraid for her life, so she defended herself. I would have bit you too. Some big old alien-like person grab a hold of me and screaming and showing out. I sure would have. Defend myself. She's my girl, though. She tries to suffocate me with her love. She has an unnatural attachment to me. She's possessive, which I should have put an end to that a long time ago, and I try to limit it, but she is. She's very possessive. Not to the point where she's aggressive about it, but it's a lot. I'm going to heat this chicken up for a few more minutes. I don't want it to cook a super long time in here, but the bottom of it was kind of soft. Let's check out. Oh. That looks better. Look at this chicken. Get into my belly. I'm gonna get off here and eat my victuals. Drink my sweet tea if I can find it. So, I'm not with child, but for people that has pregnancy back pain, for my ladies that has been pregnant and had the back pain part, what do y'all do to help it? Because I experienced it not being pregnant, and it's got me insane. You can't take that. They don't even make those anymore. Don't do that. No, my hips are real loose, and it's right in my spine and the bottom of my back. It ain't nowhere near my kidneys. And I can feel it like right in my spine bone. Yoga, biofreeze. I might try that. I can't use any kind of like muscle rub with cayenne pepper in it. I have to go to the ER. I have a bad reaction, so I have to make sure there ain't none of that in it. My doctor told me, I don't know if anybody's ever used these, those over-the-counter lidocaine patches that you can get at Walmart and drugstores. Has anybody ever used a lidocaine patch? Yeah, I've had, by my doctor that I talked to the other day, I thought it was 12, but I've had 13 colposcopies. That is what you said, colposcopy. Not colonoscopy. I've had 13 colposcopies. Whiskers. Oh, colonoscopy. No, I ain't never went up my back door. That's an Audi, not an innie. I would try the patches too. I don't like taking stuff orally. My family has problems with addiction, and I don't want to be that way. So I don't like doing stuff like that. I've got to be in pain where I'm thinking I'm gonna meet my maker. Something's gonna fall out, walk away, for me to take anything. Yeah, that's probably what I'm on. I don't have anything wrong with my colon. I'm recovering from stomach virus, and then my dumb butt this morning drank a big hot cup of coffee and made myself sick. Sick as a dog. But I'm probably gonna have one of them pretty soon. Maybe I can just do the home test and send it in to the doctor the non-invasive way. I'm gonna let them out for a little while after I eat. If I try to do it while I'm eating, he's gonna knock my plate out and steal my food, run away with my chicken. And even if I chase him down and get it back, I ain't gonna eat it after a cat slobbered all over it. If he don't turn me into an asshole. He'll put that dog to shame this morning. I got 2 cats that'll attack me from if I get in 20 feet of them. I won't go to a chiropractor after everything I learned. I was watching this medical examiner's video and they said the one thing that they wouldn't do after being a medical examiner was go to a chiropractor. Because you have a lot of main blood veins in your neck. She's alright. As far as I know, she's alright. She ain't had no more falls or nothing. You got a lot of main blood veins in your neck. So when they go and they crack your neck, they can pinch off one of those main arteries. And it can cause an aneurysm or just cut off the blood supply to your brain for a few minutes. And it can cause you to have a massive stroke. Or lose your eyesight. But I would love to go and have me a full body massage. From head to toe. I had one when I was pregnant. A pregnancy massage. That was the best thing in the world. When I was pregnant with my little girl. It's the only massage I've ever had. I don't care about having somebody's hand rubbing all over me professional. Let's do it. Just on my back, though, anyway. Turn. It's usually a woman is what I get. I'm not really comfortable with a dude. But I have 5 living children. I've been pregnant with all my miscarriages probably about 9 times. 9 or 10 times. I had a miscarriage in 2022. This is my baby. This is my son that I had in 2022. He's got his little teddy bear. Everybody got me thinking I'm pregnant because the way I feel and everything. You're probably pregnant. By who? Who is this mystery man that come and see me in the middle of the night like Zorro goes to rescue everybody in the middle of the night when everybody's sleeping? Who is it? I want to meet him. Come into my dream like the Goblin King off the Lazarus. Who is it? One of my favorite movies, Man the Lazarus. Just saying. Y'all like that movie? John Bowie. I think I said that right. Not really. I'd be scared to death I was going to lose it. One way or the other. My house is not the way I want it yet. And remodeling and being pregnant don't sound fun. Maybe before menopause again. I don't know. A lot of things would have to change for that to come into alignment. And things I don't want. A baby daddy. A third baby daddy. Things I won't have a third baby daddy. So I don't know how that's even going to be possible unless I go to the doctor and use a turkey baster. I thought about it, and the older I get and the more I think about all of my excruciating birthing experience, I'm like, hell, you're crazy as hell. You already went through that shit and had your thing ripped from one end to the other. Are you insane? You got 5 kids. Wait about 5, 6 years. You'll have grandbabies. Screw that shit. You have put her through enough down there. Old girl deserves retirement. Go through the change of life with grace. So every time I get sad because my last baby passed away, and I'm like, I want another baby. They're so cute. I watch a video of one screaming all night. And you can't soothe it no matter what. Which that never bothered me. My baby's screaming. It never bothered me. No, I don't have baby fever. I just wanted to fill a void that my son left. The hole in my heart was so big that I wanted to fill it with something. So if I really want to fill it with something, I'll just get me a puppy, another puppy, and fill it. Shut up. I'll let you out in just a minute. I'm eating. You're going to have to wait for a minute. Sit. She's not going to listen to me, by the way, but anyway. Oh, it's fine. It's a little scuffed up. But anyway. My hormones are probably just all wiped out. Which I'm going to go on hormone therapy probably next month or this month. I've got an appointment with a specialist and I got an appointment with my GYN. And we're going to do some more testing. And I'm going to have a vaginal ultrasound on 30th. So, yeah, that's the plan. I love babies. I'll take anybody's baby and play with them, babysit them, and help them with it. But I had to do a lot of thinking. Because when I first lost my son, I was like, yeah, I want to get everything fixed and everything in a row and a lot of things that I need to be fixed. And I'm going to have me another one. I had a plan all set out. And the more I think about it, and the more I think about the 24 hours, over 24 hours of labor that I went through, and the epidurals don't take no more, and I have to have natural childbirth, and the ring of fire, and all that pain that I went through, hanging on to that damn side rail of that bed like we was going to go off in a spaceship to see the aliens in Mars. I'm thinking, the hell I am. Hell with that shit. Somebody else can ride that train. And I'll be in there helping them do the baby mama dance and push it by salt and pepper. Push it. I'll be encouragement. I'll be on the sidelines over there. I ain't going to be in the bed with something, slipping out the way it slipped in. Because it's a hell of a lot worse on the way out than it was the way in. Let me tell you, they don't tell us that shit either. I just watch a birthday video every time it even gets in my head. Hell, I am. But there's a lot of things that can cause me to feel like I do. And I'm going to push my GYN to do some blood work. They're probably not going to want to. But anyway, we're going to see what's wrong with me. And I will let y'all know as soon as I find out. My first son, I was in labor for over 24 hours with him. 24 in the hospital. I labored at home. I am little. Well, all my kids except for, well, most of my kids. When I got pregnant with my first daughter, I weighed 79 pounds. I weighed I love babies. I would love to have one. God wants to send me one, He will. There ain't nothing nobody can do on this earth. If He wants to send me a baby, He'll send it right over here. It'll just land on my doorstep like from the store. I love babies. I would never turn a baby away. Do I want to get pregnant and have one? No. No. I've been there, done that. It was fun the first few times. Not really. But, you know, it is what it is. My oldest is 15, my youngest is 5. There's a 10-year age gap between my youngest and my oldest. I haven't talked to my oldest in a while, but she's all for me having about 6 more. As long as there are more girls than boys, she said. We ain't doing that shit. Not me, sucker. Pretty sure I can't get pregnant on my own. But I may bruise my tailbone or something. I could have done that. But my hips hurt so damn bad. They're bothering me more than anything. Like just standing here, they hurt. The bottom of my back's killing me. But I'm gonna get off here so I can eat, let my babies out. I'm not me emotionally either. Like, I'll just cry for no reason, and I don't do that. I'm a tough bitch. Hey. I don't show emotion. I'm mean like a bulldog. Woof. I don't show emotions. I'm goofy, funny, shy. Don't let nobody know anything. Keep my card hand close to me. We don't show. But I'm all lovey-dovey. I caught myself, and I don't do this. We do all our patting and stuff inside the house. And I'm pretty feral. We all do sleep together. But I caught myself hugging my wiener dog out in the yard because I needed a hug, and I didn't have anybody to give me a hug. 35. I could have. But I straight up hugged my wiener dog for 25 minutes in the yard because I needed a hug. I'm losing my marbles. I don't have a person to give me one that I trust enough to hug me. So she let me hug her. She made little weird grunting noises like a little pig. Because that's how she does when she likes something. I'm not even sad when I cry. I cried because I just felt like it. With my hormones screwed up. I would too, my babies. My fur babies will never lie to me. They'll never be deceitful. They know me. When I get out of the shower, and they've all been my audience there cheering me on, take a bath. Because they have to go with me everywhere, including the bathroom. And sit right outside the shower door. Well, it ain't a door, it's a step over bathtub shower thing. It's in the second bathroom in here, one I use. I have to sit there and cheer me on if I take too long. I don't jump in the bathtub with me. Tell me it's time to get out. I've been in there too long. And she whimpers and whines, and she's really vocal. She's a very vocal little dog. And when I get out of the shower and get my towel, they don't never say, "Oh my God, what's wrong with you? Why do you look like that?" Like other people have done me in the past that I've been with or whatever. "Oh, why you broke out like that?" Because I have body acne, and I've had body acne since I hit puberty at 10 years old. Really, really bad, and I'm battling it, and I'm using Proactive. And it's the only thing that kind of helps, and I've had one of the worst breakouts I've had in probably over a year here recently, and I'm very self-conscious about it. And the way my stomach looks from having babies and C-sections and all that crap. And they don't look at me and go, "What the hell's wrong with you? Why do you look like that?" Ugh. Like people does you. Like if I walked out on the beach in a bikini, I wouldn't wear a two-piece. That's what they'd say. "Hey, thank you for the food. It's delicious." I use some kind of acid in my Proactive scrub to wash with. And I leave it sitting on there for a few minutes and then rinse it off and scrub real good. It seems to help. And I use very warm water to wash everything. I'm broke out. It's tough. It is tough losing Furby. This is mine. This is Jack. I lost him right before Christmas. That's his hair on top of it. I kept it. I clipped a piece off before they come and got him to go cremate him. But our stuff don't need to be up there. So let me introduce you to all my people that lives with me. Well, not lives with me, but resides here. My baby, my doggy, Jack, and my mama. I gave her a little elephant. And I sit over here and I talk to him sometimes, and I know that sounds crazy, but grief's a funny thing and don't. So, I'm so thankful for all y'all. Thank you so much for sending me that show. That was very nice of you. You didn't have to do that. Howdy. So that's who lives with me, and I guess I'm considering them a we. I always wanted my grandma to live with me, not to be in my shelf. I know they don't talk back. They're gone. That is just their remains. But it kind of gives me closure. And I got my doggies, and I love them more than anything. My kitty cats. I'm going to let the kitty cats out in here and see what they can find. No, I'm not having a tough day. Today's pretty good. I did fall back asleep. I did have a tough morning because I decided it was a good idea to choose violence for my body this morning and drank a super hot cup of coffee. Well, yeah, hey, if you're in Alabama, I want to give part of these to somebody with a barn. I've got too many, and it's very overwhelming. I want to keep Loki, Pringles, and Bubbles. And I want to give away both striped younger kittens. They would be good for a house cat. You could put them in a house cat. They're smaller cats. They were spayed really early, and they didn't grow all the way. Then I've got two that are semi-feral that would make perfect barn cats. that I would not try to make them a house cat. They are in my house. I did everything right, and they still don't like me or anybody else. So it's either that or I'm going to build them a big cat outside catio and fix them a really nice cat house with air conditioner and stuff in it. Hey, you're not far from me. I'm in Alabama. I don't care where you're at. If you're willing to travel, come get them. They need them. I can't believe I just did that. Hello again. I rescued them. I never intended on keeping them. Let me just say that. They was just like foster them until I found them suitable homes. I got them spayed and neutered and shot. I tried to put that food in my nose, but I never intended on keeping them. I was going to keep the mother cat. Me and her is bonded. I love her. And I was going to keep 2 calico kittens. It didn't work out for me to be able to keep them kittens. Get you a dog box. What was that? I think I got some ants dressing up my nose. I'll have to get that in a minute. Don't put your dogs on the back of the truck. When you get in an accident, think what's going to happen to them dogs. Just think about that. And people drive ridiculous crazy. And if you're talking about the fire truck, I don't know what to tell you about that. It depends on how your dog's natured and all. I don't know. But please don't put them on the back of your truck and let them ride, even if they like doing that on the main road. Because if you get in a car accident, them dogs are going to go flying. And they ain't going to make it. They're going to just be laying there deceased on the side of the road. Don't do that. Put them inside the vehicle. Secure them somehow. It says firefighter, so I'm assuming that they ride around in a fire truck because it says firefighter and they have a picture of their self in a little outfit, or not outfit, but flame resistant outfit. So I assume, I could be wrong about that. They could be a retired firefighter. But just like you have to gauge your dog, and that's got to be around a lot of things. If you're wanting to put on a fire truck with you, it's a very chaotic job. Well, I'm going to jump off of here and eat. I don't know what to tell you. I ain't no dog expert. I just had dogs for many years, and I can train my dogs and connect with them. And I can't with people. I've never really been able to truly connect with somebody else because when I think somebody's a genuine person, they flip a switch on me. Yeah, I'm going to be back later. I feel like if I'm meant to have any more cats, that God will send them to me, and I hope to God He don't, because I have 7 that I have rescued, and I can't find them homes, and nobody don't want them. And you can't just give them to anybody else. I'm going to have peeps for dessert. I'm going to take them over here with me. I got trust issues, too. But, the baby thing, it would have to be, I have to have enough money and a nice enough house to be able to afford infertility treatments because I ain't having no more baby daddies. And that's the end of discussion. The 2 that I already have was dandies, and I ain't having a 3rd one. I'll be back. Peace out, y'all.